Hi friends, how are you today? I'm hoping you're having a good day. I discovered something the other day that I have never really done before. It's been years if I have. I probably have done it years and like 30 years ago, but I have been feeling this craving for beets, and I don't normally eat beets, but well, I've eaten pickled beets when I was growing up, but it's not like I don't do well with anything vinegary or pickled. So, but I was really craving beets the other day. So I didn't even know if I could get them in our small town, but I went to Walmart and I was able to get a bunch of beets. And it's really actually quite cheap. I was surprised. It's like $2 or something for a bunch of beets. And you can see they're pretty green and they have the tops on them. And I have always been, I've been struggling with being tired with my health problems, and I do take a natural iron, and it really does well. But I also need to purify my liver, so you can kind of hopefully see my eyes are really yellow anymore. But anyway, so I felt this feeling of craving beets. So I went to Walmart and I bought some stocks like that. Now I was like, I have a fatty issue, liver. I think that's why my eyes are so yellow. Also taking a lot of medication. So I just don't want to tax it anymore. So it seems like if I eat high fat foods, it seems to be worse. So I was trying to discover a way that I could do it with a healthy fat and not a lot of fat. So I cut the tops off and washed each leaf individually, and then laid them all out on top of each other, like kind of flat, on a cutting board. And then I rolled them up once they were clean, and then I sliced them into thin slices. So like that slice, so they're all rolled up into like a tobacco roll kind of, and then I cut them into smaller pieces. And then if there was some bigger leaves, I'd cut them in half so that they were smaller pieces. And then I tried two different things. The first one is I made French fries, beet French fries, and I put them on a broiling pan, and I drizzled a little bit of salt and pepper and olive oil on top of them, and I broiled them, and they came out really good. Like, I thought, well, these are pretty good. So beet fries. Who knew? I don't know if you deep fried them and made them stiff. They weren't really like French fry deep fried, but they were bake fried. So I guess if you wanted to deep fry them in fat, that would probably deplete any value and the whole point of not having fats. But they were really good. They're sweet, and they were long and thin because beet roots are pretty big, and so I just cut them French fries lengths and sizes, and then baked them, broiled them, and so they were pretty good. And the second way I've done it, which is what I typically do because it's easier, and they still taste good and it's fast. So I wash the tops the same way, cut them up, wash the bottoms, and cut them up into squares about this big. And you see that? About that big. And then I put them in a big baking dish because I usually do 2 or 3 at the same time because it's a little time consuming and it turns your hands red. And it's just for me to eat, so I'm not too worried about wearing gloves or anything like that. But so then what I do is I bake it in the bigger Pyrex baking dish, pretty big one. And I drizzle it with olive oil, salt and pepper, and then stir it up so that the olive oil and salt and pepper on all of the beets. And then when it's done cooking, I put them into containers this size and I freeze them. Now this is melting now, and it's going to get beet juice out. Shoot. Hopefully you can see it, because if I open this now, you can see there's beet juice right there, and I don't want to get it on my carpet or anything because it's hard to get out. But it's just, and I'll show you what it looks like cooked. So it looks like this cooked, and they're bright. They're so dark in the lighting, but it's really bright, vibrant red. And when I ate it, I felt like a shift in myself. Like it was something I needed. I literally don't think I've ever felt that much of a difference eating something other than drugs, of course. Like, you take medication and you feel a difference in a half an hour or something. But as a food source, like a source of natural healing health food, within about 20 minutes, I felt like a surge in myself. Like I felt like I don't know, energy or something in my system. And so there must be something in the beets that is helping me. Now, it doesn't help the parasite situation at all, but I felt like more energy. So whatever I'm lacking in the soil here or in my diet or whatever, it was helping. So I wanted to share that because I really have been feeling better since I've been eating them. It's been about 3 weeks, a month that I've been eating them. Let me think about it. It's been at least a month because I had somebody home for spring break at the beginning of the month. So about a month ago, and she was enjoying eating them as well. So I do have to warn you though, if you have a digestive problem with not having enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach, your urine and your stools can be red, and you'll freak out for a second when you look and they're just going, urinating and then seeing red in the toilet. I was like, do I have a urinary tract infection? Because it kind of burns a little bit, because if you eat so much of it and I don't take a digestive enzyme when I'm eating it, then I'll have that problem. If I take a digestive enzyme, or if you take a little bit of hydrochloric acid, HCl, digestive acid, then it doesn't do that as much. So make sure if you have a digestive problem that you take a digestive aid, enzymes, complete amino acids, something like that. So if I take amino acids and a digestive aid, then it seems to not do that as much. But just be aware, if you have a digestive problem, it should, if you have enough hydrochloric acid in your system, they should come out black, almost like a dark brown black. Too much information there, but I just want you to be aware. Don't freak out if you urinate and there's pink in the toilet. And I eat about this much a day. And then, so this will last me a couple of days. And so I just, when they have them, I've just been buying, 2 to 4 bunches, and then I cook them and then I freeze them, and I've just been enjoying them a little bit every day, and I do think they have been helping with my energy. So I wanted to share that. So French fries, beet French fries, and baked beets. Like I said, I do like pickled beets, but I don't do well with the pickling agent, any kind of vinegar or something. My body just doesn't like it. So this has been a way that I can do it with a healthy oil and still have the benefits of the beet. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will post a blog on this as well on my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com. And then if you go to the bottom of the homepage, you can just type in beet fries or beetroot or beets in general. It's not like I have a ton of posts about beets because I normally don't eat them. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day.